So, should you buy Sniper Ghost Warrior 3 today? Let's cut to the chase, and my answer is no. And the reasons for that, which I'll come on to in a moment, but for now, welcome to the Gun Show. This is Gun Show with a review of Sniper Ghost Warrior 3. Now, as I alluded to at the start of this video, why should you not buy it? Well, price-wise, the game falls under the £40 bracket or thereabouts here in the UK at the moment. Now, it's 2 weeks post its release date, so those prices obviously may change. But for what you get, should fall under the categories of other FPS games like Battlefield, Titanfall, or the Call of Duty franchise, and it fails to deliver on many levels. Now, for that sort of price, you'd expect to have a single player as well as a multiplayer. This game only gives you a single player, so before you buy, just remember that you're only paying the full price for half a game, i.e. single player gameplay. The multiplayer aspect of the game will be released later on in the year, they say, probably 6 to 7 months down the line, where you'll be free for those who have already paid for the software. To me, that's no consolation, because when you buy the game you expect to have it fully singing and dancing. Yes, at times you may find there's a few glitches here and there, and that's what the beta is for, but it doesn't deliver on many levels, and I will come on to that in a bit more depth later on as we progress through this review. First things, loading times. My computer is a PC that has pretty quite high-tech stuff in terms of GPU and CPU capability. It still loads very slowly. Now, arguably, I could have put my this game onto my SSD, but I've already got a couple of other games on my SSD, and I thought I'd put this game onto my HD drive, and it turns out that it takes forever to load. As you've seen on this particular footage there, as I was giving you the review, you may have noticed that the load speed were quite sluggish. Up to 5 minutes some people have been reporting this game loading time. Not good enough in my opinion. It should be sped up, and it shouldn't drain your GPU that badly. Now, in terms of the gameplay itself, the gameplay doesn't give you any intuitive processes. So here I'm looking at the user interface in respects to how you can look at what weapons you want to have equipped, what type of equipment you add on to those, what gadgets you bring with you, but the user interface isn't really intuitive. It's not really cleverly planned, so it's not very user friendly. Here's a particular gripe that is irritating me at the minute, in that you cannot repair your suppressor. Even if you unequip it or re-equip the actual suppressor on whatever weapon it may be, the suppressor will eventually wear out. So you buy this tool that you're supposed to be able to repair or unequip it and theoretically buy a new suppressor, but it just does not allow you to do it. It won't allow you to select it. I don't know whether this something comes on later on in the game, but as it stands, I've managed to complete a few missions now, and I've still not been able to repair my suppressor. Really irritating. Not a clever idea at all in this game. Now let's talk about the other aspects of the game. The driving experience in this game is not great at all. It's not clever. When you're using the keyboard to turn left and right, it does really sharp turns and therefore doesn't allow you fluid cornering. Now, I'm fully aware that this isn't a driving game, but it adds to the experience. If you're driving along in the Call of Duty ones or any other franchise, you'll probably experience a far better experience, particularly in the Battlefield ones. You'll probably have a better experience in that than you would in this particular FPS. The other factor is the graphics itself. Now, this game was designed with CryEngine in mind, and this is what games like Crysis utilized, which I absolutely love. But it drains your GPU massively, and in the return in terms of the graphics quality, do I really see a really clear, outstanding performance from the game production in terms of graphics? Not really. Maybe I'm being overly harsh on this particular point here, but the game itself doesn't stand out from the crowd graphically. It is a cross between the Splinter Cell, Sniper Elite, and of course the early Ghost Warriors is sort of following on that kind of feel, if you like, with slightly more improved graphics on each occasions. But I feel really disappointed with this game in the sense that there was quite a big hype about it. Then it was released late, and when it was released and given out to the public, we were then given a product that feels half finished. And there are many aspects of it feels that of the game that just jumps out at you, feels like it's been just half-heartedly produced and has not been fully completed. I probably would be happier if they had completely delayed it and said, right, we're going to wait for next year and we're going to do a proper job with this. And then release out a game that's half decent to the public rather than giving something that's half published and I feel that everything's kind of been slapped up together really fast and have not managed to deliver in the experience and the feel. So overall, as you can see, my thoughts and feelings about this game is not great. Not enjoying it to the extent where I'd anticipated it would be. So after all of this, you must be wondering what's good about this game. Well, there are a couple of good parts that are good about this game. One is that I find it quite satisfying completing a mission, and the other is the kill cam. The kill cam is similar to the Sniper Elite and it does feel quite cool initially. However, over time and after a few missions, you'll soon get bored of it. So if I was to rate this game out of 10, obviously 1 being the worst and 10 being the best, I would probably give it a 4.5 as it stands, simply because it fails to deliver. And I've not talked about many other aspects because there are other aspects that are irritating about the game. But for now, enjoy watching me complete one of my missions. Please do subscribe, leave comments and share the video if you've enjoyed this review.
Your help has given them confidence they can save the most vulnerable.
That war is one long fucking exercise in triage. Save the most likely to survive, or the ones with the most cash.
Don't be such a goddamn cynic. These are the sick, the elderly, orphans.
And puppies? Don't forget the puppies.
Fuck you.
It's almost too easy to get you pissed off.
Then why do it?
Seems the only way to get your attention.
Just go to the Separatist fuel depot, steal a truck loaded with fuel barrels, and get out.
Choke off Separatist fuel and feed it to the lions. Will do. Out.
Be careful, John.
Hey, what's wrong with you? Are you okay?
Reporting casualty. Locate the shooter. Roger. Investigate and report. We've got a casualty. Enemy must be nearby. Search the perimeter.
I see a truck.
Zone of action is clear. Roger. Return to post.
Don't shoot us! I don't want to fight. I have no weapon. Please! I don't want to fight. I have no weapon. Please. I'm unarmed. I'm unarmed.
It's loaded with gas cans. Fuck, the truck's locked.
I have no weapon. Please.
There they are.
I have no weapon. Please. I know nothing. Don't kill me. I'm unarmed. We're unarmed. We're not a threat. We all surrender. Don't shoot us.
Great fucking swamp. I have your fuel in the car. Take what you need.
Thank you. You helped us save a lot of people.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Laters!